So this is the web table data I want to upload into an Excel. Okay. And I want to upload all this data to an Excel file. Okay. So how to handle the web table? So this is a web table. It contains some list of records information. So how to handle this web table? Okay, tell me. ఈ క్లాస్ అటెండ్ అయిన వాళ్ళు ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ నేనేం చేయాలో చెప్పండి నాకు. What is the first step I need to do? I have to take XPath for the columns headers. Okay. So how many columns are there right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So let me inspect the column headers XPath. Okay. So I'm taking inspect of column ID. So this is the one. So this is anchor tag, means this is the ID is the anchor tag. See, so if I am minimizing this one, th means the entire cell is it is selecting. Suppose if I will keep next one, so the next cell got highlighted. If I will select next one, next table header. Okay. So now I want to inspect the table header of this ID. So I'm taking the column header XPath here, copy XPath. So this is the XPath. Okay. So let me copy this one. Control F, Control V. See that particular cell got, that particular column header got highlighted. Suppose if I will specify TD of 3 means what will happen? Last name will be highlighted. Unknown. Next one. Okay. TD of 4 means next one will be highlighted. Okay. TD of 5 means the next job title will be highlighted. So understood. So this is the column header XPath. Based on the index number, corresponding column header is highlighted. Okay. So what I am doing is I am taking, this is the XPath. I am removing the index number. Okay. So I am taking, this is the XPath. Control C. So here th of 5. I'm removing this index number. So how many here? How many it is showing? 1 of 8 it is showing. Okay. So let me press enter. So second, third, 4 of 8, 5 of 8, 6 of 8, 7 of 8, 8 of 8. Okay. So this is the XPath. This is the XPath to identify the column headers. I can take it. Okay. So I am taking this XPath, Control C, and I pasted here, and it is showing as 1 of 8. Okay. So this is the XPath. It contains is it a single web element or it's a group of web elements? If it is a group of web elements, how I need to write the syntax? I'm telling in every class, people are forgetting. If it is a single web element, what we will do? Driver dot find element by ID we will write. If it is a group of web elements, what we have to write? List of
driver dot find
list of web element. Whenever you are getting a group of web element, you need to write like this. Okay. List of web element columns is equal to driver dot find elements by XPath of this one. So like that we need to write. Got it? Okay. If it is a list of web elements, you need to write like this. List of web element columns is equal to driver dot find elements by XPath. So like that we identified web table, how many number of column headers are there, we identified by this XPath. So now let's see the next one. I want to know how many number of So we just now we came to know how many number of column headers. I want to know how many number of rows in this web table. So in this web table, in the first page, how many rows are there? 50 rows are there. How can I know how many number of rows are there here? So you need to inspect the first cell value. Okay, so in any of the column you can inspect one of the cell value. So I mean, so I'm taking the ID, so I'm inspecting the first cell value here. So right click on inspect. See, this is the cell got highlighted, TD. If it is column header, we have seen TH, table header, and here it is showing us TD. So if I'm keeping second one, if I'm keeping next one, so let me take the XPath here. Copy XPath. Yeah. So this is the XPath. This is first row, second column information. Okay. So one second. First row, second column. Okay. If I want to know first row, third column, what is the index? I have to change it here. TD of 3. If I want to, okay. So one second. So TD of, okay, no. I want to know TD of 2. One second. Yeah. So this is the first row information. Okay. If I want to know second row information, I have to change TR index number. Second row, second column. Third row, third column. Fourth row, fourth one. Fifth row, fifth column. So that means when I am changing the index number, particular row is highlighting. Okay. So in this XPath, okay, in this XPath, so whenever I am changing TR of 1, TR of 1, TR of 2, TR of 3, so 2 of 2, okay, and 3 of 2, so third row, second column. So if I, one second, so if I want to, so like this. So in this XPath, what I am doing is, so simply I'm removing that index number. Yes, this is the index number. Previously in table headers, I have removed this index number. I came to know 1 of 8 column headers are there. So what I am doing is I am removing this number of rows. Okay. So if I will take this one, how many number of rows are there in a particular row, I can come to know. So let's see this part. So here, so how many it is showing? 1 of 50. 1 of 50. See, let's press enter. First, second one, 3 of 50, 4 of 50, 5 of 50, 6 of 50, 7 of 50. Huh? No, 50 ఉన్నాయి చూడండి. ఫస్ట్ పేజ్ లో మనకి 50 రికార్డ్స్. సి 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 of 50. Okay, so that means I am identifying the number of rows. So by taking this one, how many number of rows it is showing me? 1 of 50. So that means 1 of 2, 2 of 2, 3 of 2, 4 of 2, so up to 50 of 2. It is showing like that for me. That means I am removing this index number, so I am able to traverse each and every row. So I came to know, so by taking this XPath, I came to know how many number of rows. Okay, I'm traversing each and every vertical row information, vertical column information of that, and I came to know how many number of rows. Okay, so if I want to know the if I want to store all these web elements, so I can write like this: list of web element rows is equal to, okay, driver dot find elements by XPath of this one. Is everyone clear? Okay, so like this. So this is, so for a particular web table, so identify the number of rows. Okay, This one is identify the number of columns. Number of columns for a web table. Is everyone clear up to here? Okay. So if whenever you are handling any of the web table, you need to identify how many number of rows and columns are there. Okay. So first inspect the column header and remove the column header index. Okay. And you can inspect the first cell value 1 of 2, 2 of 2, 3 of 2, and I'm removing that index number here. Okay. And I came to know 1 of 50 rows are there. Okay. 1 of 50 rows are there. And I'm storing all those web elements into a rows object. Right. If I want to know how many number of columns are there, okay, I can store it integer columns count is equal to column headers count is equal to columns dot very good size of. Okay. If I want to know how many number of rows in that particular web table, one second. Integer
row count equals to
row count is equal to
rows dot size
of. Very good. So like that. So this is the only exercise you have to do. Okay. After that, let's see how I am doing the next part. Okay. So now let's go back to the application. So what I am doing is I have written set of driver instructions. So I navigated to login page. Okay, from login to home page. And after that, I'm clicking on PIM module. After that, I'm clicking on employees list. Up to here, I have written set of driver instructions. After that, once I reach it to this web page, okay, I need to export all this data to an Excel. Okay, now let's go to the application. Let's go to the coding part. So export employees. So I'm calling open orange HRM login method, sign in click. And after that, I'm clicking on PIM module. So the PIM module, I'm not able to click sometimes. So I had used actions class. Okay. Is there anything else can I use apart from actions class? Click operation is not working.
JavaScript executor.
JavaScript executor also I can use. Okay. So I'm clicking on PIM driver dot find element by ID dot PIM dot click. I'm clicking, but click operation it is not working. So I can think about either actions class or JavaScript executor. So I'm creating an object and I'm writing over.pim focus and element dot click. I'm writing actions dot move to element dot click dot build dot perform. PIM is clicked, and after that, what I'm doing, I'm clicking on employee click, employee search click, and so so once after these set of driver instructions got executed, I navigated to web table. Okay, right now I am on the web table content. So for this current class, what is the class name? So export employees. For this class, what I am doing, I'm creating an object. Okay, and I'm calling the method name as export employees. Okay, so here export employees method is here itself, it is available. Okay, 1 second. Right. So this is the method, it will be executed. Okay, now let's see. So we need to understand how the export employees method is being executed. Okay, so now let's go back to here, export employees. So just now, whatever XPath, column headers XPath, I have stored it. So list of web element columns is equal to driver dot find elements by employee columns. This is clear. Okay. And list of string employee rows, TR(1), TR(2), TR. So I removed the rows header information and I'm storing list of web element rows is equal to driver dot find element. So we came to know columns dot size of and rows dot size of. Okay. And I want to iterate total how many number of rows? Total how
50.
many rows are there? 50 rows.
50.
So so I have written a logic. I want to iterate all the 50 rows. So that's why I have written a for loop for integer I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to rows dot size. So this one, okay, I want to iterate all the 50 rows, and I plus plus. Okay, this is the first for loop I have written to iterate all the rows. In every row, I want to iterate. I want to traverse I want to traverse each and every column. So that means, so let me go to the application. So I want, so whenever it is, so I want to iterate all the 50 rows. So let me inspect, this is the value. So if I'm taking inspect this one, we have already taken X path, right? 1 comma 2, this one, this is the one. Okay, so that means, so 1 comma 2 means 1 comma 2 means first row second column. If I want to, if I want to navigate to here, what is the X path I have to change it here? First row third column.
Third.
And one second, first row third column, one second, first row third column. If I want to move to next cell, fourth column.
First row, fourth column.
So up to how many column headers are there? Up to 8 column header. So I have to traverse up to 8th column. Okay, so first row 8th column got changed. So whenever it is first row, this is the information. It has the X path, it has to come like that. Okay, whenever I will navigate to second row, okay, so this, so what it has to change? Second row. So it has to do like this, 2 of 2.
PDF
Okay,
1.
second row I need to do like this, 2 of 2, 2 of 3, and the next one 2 of 4, up to 2 of 8. Got the one, everyone? Okay, so that means whenever when I am iterating first row, I have to traverse up to 8 columns. 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, sorry, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, 1 comma 7, and 1 comma 8. So I have written inside the for loop, I have written one more for loop to traverse every column, to traverse every cell value. So the first I comma j value is 1, 1 comma 2. So when I is equal to 1, so the initially here I value, it will change to 1. So this is the X path. So which one? This is the X path. This is the X path. Okay, let me write it here. So this is the X path. I made it into this expression format. So wherever 1 comma 2 is there, I kept it as I comma j. Okay, so when I is equal to 1, okay, I will enter into this for loop. Okay, and so when I is equal to 1, I will enter into this for loop. So initially my j value is 2, because 1 comma 2 I want to get. So that's why I have taken j value as 2. Okay, and j less than or equal to columns dot size. J less than or equal to columns dot size means j less than or equal to 8, and j plus plus. So whenever j is 2, so the first time my value will be 1 comma 2. This is the value it will come. So next j plus plus. Again j plus plus means j value will be increased by 1. So j value it will become 3. That means 1 comma 3. Okay, and again j plus plus, j value will be increased by 3 to 4. 4 less than or equal to 8. Condition true or false? So 1 comma 4. Okay, again j value will be increased by j plus plus means again the last j value is 4. It will be increased by 1. 5 less than or equal to 8. Condition true or false? So that means 1 comma 5. Okay, and j plus plus, again j value will be increased by 6. Okay, 6 less than or equal to 8. Correct only. So 1 comma 6, 1 comma 7, and whenever j value it will reach to 8. Okay, so 8 less than or equal to 8. Condition true. So j value is reached to 1 comma 8. So 1 comma 8 cell value got highlighted. Okay, and whenever j value will be j plus plus, again j value will be increased by 9. 9 less than or equal to 8. Condition true or false? So
False.
condition got false, and you will be exited from this for loop, and you will be navigated to previous for loop. So the last I value is what is 1. So I value
1.
will be increased by 2.
2.
I plus plus means I value will be increased by 1. So 2 less than or equal to 50. Condition true or false? 2 less than or equal to 50. So it is true. So that means this time 2 comma 2. Okay, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 6, 2 comma 7, 2 comma 8. And whenever j value is reached to 8, j value it will be increased by 9. 9 less than or equal to 8. Condition will be false. Again, it will go back to previous for loop. And last I value is 2. Okay, I value will be increased by 1. So 3 less than or equal to 50. Okay, 3 less than or equal to 50. Condition true or false? True. Means 3
True.
less than or so this time I value is 3 and 2. 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 3 comma 4, 3 comma 5, 3 comma 6, 3 comma 7. So 3 comma 8. Again the value been reached to 9. So again 9 less than or equal to 8. Again it will go back to previous for loop. So I value will be reached to 3 to 4. So like that I value it will be reached to 50 row. Okay, 50 comma 2, 50 comma 3, 50 comma 4, 50 comma 5, 50 comma 6, 50 comma 7, 50 comma 8. So the j value is reached 9 less, it will, so it will go back to the previous for loop. So I value last value is 50th row. So I value will be increased by 1. 51. 51 less than or equal to 50. Condition true or false? False. So totally I will be exited from this for loop. Understood how these for loops are executing? So here the XPath, it is identifying particular row number. So the inside for loop I have written to traverse every column, every cell value in a particular row I want to identify. Okay, so that's why I have written one more for loop to traverse every column cell value in a particular row. So 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 2, so 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, like that it is iterating. Okay, so let us assume when it is 1 comma 2, the XPath has been identified. Web element is equal to driver dot find element. So the web element border got highlighted. 1 comma 2 web element border got highlighted, and element dot get text. I'm getting the text, whatever information that cell contains some text. So that if you want to get a particular text information of a particular web element, we will use element dot get text. So I've got the element dot get text. And once my web element text is available, I can export my data. So to export the data, I have used Excel API test3. It is equal to new Excel API test3. E dot put cell data of so and so Excel file, so and so sheet. I want to populate I whenever I is equal to 1. So 1 comma k means here k value I have taken 0. So 1 comma 0th cell value, the web element text it has to populate. Okay, in the sheet 4, 1 comma 0 means in the sheet 4 first row 0th column value it has to populate this value. Okay, and again during the second iteration the k value last value is 0, right? So it will be increased by 1. So during the second time k value 1 comma 1, 1 comma 1 cell value will be populated web element text, and 1 comma 2 value will be populated in the Excel. So k value I have taken to refer the Excel cell value. Okay, so that's why so properly the data can be exported. Okay, 1 comma 0th value I want to populate, and 1 comma 1th value. So k plus, so along with j I am also increasing k value. K value I have taken to refer the Excel cell. Okay, so 1 comma 0th position, 1 comma 1th position, 1 comma 2nd position I want to take it. So that's why I have taken k, and every time it is getting upload. So if web element text not is equal to null, I'm uploading this web element text data. If web element text is equal to null, I want to populate, this is the blank data I want to populate. in the particular cell. There is no data. So I want to write no data. Okay. So this is the one I want to do. So let me execute this program and we will see. One second, what happened? Okay. Call all methods. Call all methods. యాక్చువల్గా నేను ఇవన్నీ రాశాను. ఇవన్నీ రాసే బదులు ఈ కోడ్ అంతా అందులో పెట్టాలి యాక్చువల్. ఈ కోడ్ మొత్తం. ఓకేనా? సో లెట్ మీ డిలీట్ దిస్ పార్ట్. So after opening Chrome browser, I am navigating, clicking. Okay, now let me run the. Hello. చెప్పండి. ఇప్పుడు సెషన్లో ఉన్నాను. కరెక్ట్గా నాకు 11 కాల్ చేయండి, లేకపోతే నేను వేరే నెంబర్ ఇస్తాను, మేడంతో మాట్లాడు. ఓకే, 93811 96841. ఓకే. సో ఇక్కడ 1 second. So let me declare my WebDriver static. ఇప్పుడంటే వెబ్ టేబుల్ హ్యాండిల్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఈ సినారియో రిఫర్. చూడండి 1 second. 1,8 3,8. సో ఎవ్రీ రో సెల్ వాల్యూ ఇట్స్ హైలైటింగ్. ఓకేనా? సో మీకు ఫర్ లూప్స్ అక్కడ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ రోకి రాగానే ఐ వాల్యూ ఆటోమేటిక్గా మన లాజిక్ రన్ అవుతుంది. చెక్ బాక్స్ మనకి ఎందుకు? మనకు డేటా కదా కావాల్సింది. So every web element got highlighted and your data, it has to upload into that which Excel. It has to upload all the data into which Excel? C drive, HTML report, orange HRM6, TC01 EMP export .xls. Okay. 1 second. Let's complete this program execution. After that, we will see. So now I am going back to C drive, HTML report, orange HRM6, TC01 EMP export. So in sheet 4, all this data got uploaded. ఓకేనా? సో మీరు అక్కడ వెబ్ టేబుల్లో ఉన్న కాలం హెడర్స్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టేసేయండి, అంతే అయిపోయింది. మళ్ళా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ 1,0 ఇక్కడ ఉన్న పాత వాల్యూ పోయింది. నేను ఒకసారి ఫస్ట్ డిలీట్ చేస్తా చూడు. ఇప్పుడు సేవ్ అయి ఉన్న పాత వాల్యూ క్లియర్ అయిపోయి ఓ న్యూ వాల్యూ పడిద్ది అంటున్నాను. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, హెడర్స్ మాన్యువల్గా పెట్టుకోవడమే. మామూలుగా మనం కాలం హెడర్స్ కూడా అంత పెద్ద లాజిక్ రాయాల్సిన పని లేదు మనం. ఓకేనా, రాయొచ్చు కాలం డాట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ అని పెట్టేసి 1,2 1,3 అని రాయొచ్చు కదా. సో రైట్ ఆపరేషన్స్ జరిగేటప్పుడు ఎక్సెల్ ఓపెన్ చేసి ఉండకూడదు. ఓకేనా, ఇఫ్ రైట్ ఆపరేషన్ ఈజ్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ యూ షుడ్ నాట్ ఓపెన్ దట్ ఎక్సెల్, ఎందుకంటే ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఫెయిల్ అయితే ది ఫైల్ ఈజ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఓపెన్, కెనాట్ ఏబుల్ టు రైట్ అండ్ సంథింగ్ యువర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ విల్ గెట్ ఫెయిల్డ్. సో 1,8 2,8 3,8 4,8 5,8 6,8 7,8 అట్లా 50,8 దాకా వెళ్తాం. సో వెన్ ద రో నెంబర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రీచింగ్ టు 51 less than or equal to 50, so it will be exited from outer for loop as well, and program execution got completed. Okay, now let's go back to the program. So let's complete this execution. ఎక్కడ ఇదా సెల్లో సెల్ వాల్యూ నాట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు నల్ అయితే ఐ వాంట్ టు పాపులేట్ దట్ వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్ టెక్స్ట్. ఈ వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్ లో ఈ ఎలిమెంట్ ఆ పర్టికులర్ సెల్లో ఏదైతే టెక్స్ట్ ఉందో ఆ టెక్స్ట్ తెచ్చి ఇక్కడ పెడుతున్నాను. ఆ వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్ టెక్స్ట్ పాపులేట్ చేస్తున్నా. ఒకవేళ సెల్లో వాల్యూ ఏమీ లేదు అనుకోండి, ఐ వాంట్ టు పాపులేట్ దట్ ఇన్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ సెల్, ఐ వాంట్ టు పాపులేట్ నో డేటా. ఓకేనా, సో అది నేను రాసింది. అంటే ఒక పర్టికులర్ సెల్ కి ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఇక్కడ వెబ్ టేబుల్లో ఏదైనా పర్టికులర్ సెల్ కి ఇక్కడ డేటా లేదు అనుకోండి. ఓకేనా, సో ఐ వాంట్ టు పాపులేట్ నో డేటా అని ఎక్సెల్లో నేను సేవ్ చేయాలి. ఓకేనా, అలా రాశాను లాజిక్. చూద్దాం అర్థమైంది కదా. ఏమైంది, రైట్, కానీ నో డేటా అని రాలేదు. అంటే నేను ఏదో రాంగ్ చెప్తున్నాను. అక్కడ ఏం జరిగిందో చెప్తాను. అక్కడ ఏం జరిగిందంటే పర్టికులర్ సెల్లో ఇలా సింగిల్ కొటేషన్ ఉంటుంది. డెవలపర్ ఇలా సింగిల్ కొటేషన్ రాస్తాడు. సింగిల్ కొటేషన్ అని ఉందంటే ఇది ఇక్కడ మీకు ఏం కనపడుతుంది ఇక్కడ, అక్కడ మనకేంది ఏమని తెలుస్తుంది, అక్కడ ఏమీ లేకపోయినా కూడా మనకి ఇట్లా సింగిల్ కొటేషన్ ఉంది కదా, ఆ సింగిల్ కొటేషన్ వాల్యూ ఇక్కడ ఇక్కడ వచ్చి పడుతుందని అర్థం. అంటే సమ్ టెక్స్ట్ ఉందనే అర్థం అక్కడ బ్లాంక్ డేటాలో. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, మీకు యూఐలో వెళ్ళి చెక్ చేశారనుకో, ఇక్కడ ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ కొట్టారనుకో, సమ్ బ్లాంక్ డేటా రాశాడని అర్థం ఇక్కడ ఈ డేటాకి. ఇక్కడ మామూలుగా ఇక్కడ చూసారా, ఇక్కడ ఈ డేటాకి ఇక్కడ ఏమీ లేదు టీడీ మధ్యలో. ఇప్పుడు నేను కాపీ ఎక్స్పార్ట్ చూస్తాను. కాపీ ఎలిమెంట్ అన్నాను కదా, ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఇది డేటా లేదు ఆ పర్టికులర్ సెల్ కి. ఇక్కడ ఒకవేళ డేటా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎలా వస్తుందో చూద్దాం. ఇదిగోండి, ఇప్పుడు ఈ డేటా ఉన్నది ఇది తీసుకుంటున్నాను. కాపీ ఎలిమెంట్. సో డేటా లేదు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ మనకి ఎలిమెంట్ డాట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ అంటే ఈ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది, మార్కెటింగ్ అనేది. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమీ లేకపోతే ఒక నిమిషం చెప్తున్నా. ఇప్పుడు ఎలిమెంట్ డాట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ అంటే ఏం జరుగుతుంది, దిస్ వాల్యూ ఇట్ ఈస్ గెట్టింగ్. ఇక్కడ ఎలిమెంట్ డాట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ అంటే ఏమొస్తుంది అంటే స్ట్రింగ్ ఎస్టీఆర్ లోకి ఈ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. ఎలిమెంట్ డాట్ స్ట్రింగ్ ఎస్టీఆర్ అంటున్నాను కదా, ఎలిమెంట్ టెక్స్ట్ అంటున్నాను కదా. సో ఇక్కడికి ఏమొస్తుంది అంటే ఈ లైన్ లో ఎక్కడ ఇది ఇది ఎలిమెంట్ డాట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ అనగానే ఈ వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్ టెక్స్ట్ లోకి ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి, ఇక్కడేమో ఇది ఉన్నప్పుడు మార్కెటింగ్ అని వస్తుంది, వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్ టెక్స్ట్ లోకి మార్కెటింగ్ అనే వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. అదే ఏ వాల్యూ లేనప్పుడు ఈ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది, ఇలా వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని ఏమంటారంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఇఫ్ ఏ వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్ టెక్స్ట్ ఈక్వల్ టు సింగిల్ స్పేస్, అర్థమైందా? సో ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ నేను కండిషన్ ఏం రాయాలో నేను చూపిస్తాను. ఒక్క నిమిషం చెప్తాను. if web element text not is equal to null or లేకపోతే ఓకేనా, if web element text trim dot length, ఓకే, అంటే దీని అర్థం ఏంటంటే ఒకవేళ స్ట్రింగ్ లెంత్ గనక 0 గనక అయితే, ఓకేనా, అంటే ఈ రెండు కండిషన్లో ఏ ఒక్క కండిషన్ ట్రూ అయినా, ఓకేనా, వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్ టెక్స్ట్ ట్రిమ్ లెంత్ 0 అంటే ఏంది, దెర్ ఈస్ నో టెక్స్ట్ అని, సో దెన్ నో డేటా అనేది పాపులేట్ అయింది. ఓకేనా, సో నేను ఈ కండిషన్ యాడ్ చేయలేదు కాబట్టి నాకు నో డేటా అనేది రావట్లేదు. నాట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు నల్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు సో వెబ్